turn gridlock. The Super Bowl's nearly here, and it may soon create some super trouble on South Beach. We're live.
A city at a standstill. Suspicious devices are found all over Boston, but was it all just a big hoax?
Also, a big heist at a local car dealership, but it wasn't the pricey autos they were after.
Bruised from a beating, a local woman is left for dead, attacked in her own home. As she talks, police ask who would do such a thing.
And could a rush to flush during the Super Bowl have repercussions across the country? Can't wait to hear that one. Good evening, everyone. I'm Beatrice Canals.
And I'm Jennifer Santiago. My 33 News at 10 starts right now.
Now, live. This is My 33 News at 10.
And first up for you tonight at 10, take a look. That's a live picture of Ocean Drive, where in just a few hours, all those cars will be replaced by a sea of people.
Yeah, all of this as we move closer and closer to Super Sunday at Dolphin Stadium. Tomorrow morning, Ocean Drive will be shut down for all types of Super Bowl-related events.
And the area we're talking about goes from 5th to 15th on Ocean. My 33's Art Barron is there live with how the Super Bowl may cause some super headaches. Art.
I'll tell you, this event for the next several days will be one of the largest venues on tap here in South Florida, bringing out just big crowds, and of course security is a major priority. When you play host to a major national event, you've got to protect and serve the tens of thousands who will converge on South Beach for the next several days.
I see them around. I see more cop cars just taking care of everything. It's a very exciting time for South Beach.
Law enforcement officers at all levels out in force, many undercover, in an area the feds consider a soft target for terrorists.
They consider us a level 1 when it comes to security. So obviously we've done our bomb suites of all the areas that the public are going to be congregating at, and we take it very seriously.
Police are clearly visible as football fans will literally close a stretch of Ocean Drive beginning Thursday morning.
We have a concern for public safety as far as pedestrians go on Ocean Drive, and when the traffic gets that bad, people start walking between cars. We have accidents with pedestrians. We're trying to avoid that.
Here's a look at a map of what I'm talking about. 5th Street to 15th Street will be closed to all vehicular traffic along Ocean Drive beginning at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's all for the Motorola Mile. It portrays a history of the Super Bowl in South Florida. Plenty of celebrities and open exhibits like this interactive football field.
You have to get in your car, you're missing everything.
Right.
So when them closing the roads down, there's more people able to have access to walking to see everything.
There's more incentive.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
This couple says shutting down a section of Ocean Drive won't inconvenience them, but if traffic becomes unbearable in South Beach, there is a contingency plan that would shut down all eastbound lanes here on the MacArthur Causeway. And that would pose a major inconvenience to those who work or live on South Beach.
If we have to do that, we're going to help. We're going to get the help of FHP as well as City of Miami, and we're going to turn people around at Watson Island. But we don't anticipate that happening.
A lot of law enforcement working in front and behind the scenes to make sure it's a safe and festive experience.
Look at all these people. They just want to have a good time, walk around with a drink in their hand and enjoy.
Well,
and you got beautiful people walking around, so obviously it's going to be fun.
And Saturday will actually be the busiest day out here. This stretch of Ocean Drive will be closed to cars beginning tomorrow morning all the way until Monday of next week. That's very latest. We're live out here on South Beach. Art Barron, My 33 News at 10.
From the streets to the skies now, with tens of thousands of people in and around Dolphin Stadium for Sunday's big game, authorities are working to keep the air safe. A no-fly zone will be enforced around the stadium Sunday. No aircraft can fly within 10 miles of the stadium, and any flights from 10 to 30 miles out must be in constant communication with air traffic control.
If an aircraft penetrates that area that is not communicating with the FAA, then we will make every attempt to contact that aircraft, find out its intentions. If we are unable to, that's when law enforcement and the helicopters will escort those aircraft to airports away from that stadium.
And then there's this. Homestead Air Force Base will be shut down 1 hour before the game and remain closed through the end of the event.
And you know, the world's biggest sporting events has to have its swag bags. Jewelry, sunglasses, blankets, even a beach kit are all in the gift bags, waiting in the gift lounge of the Radisson Hotel in downtown. Why is it that rich people always get free stuff?
Right?
It makes no sense. Celebrities from Marley Matlin to Matt Hasselbeck are expected to pick up the free gear.
Well, Super Bowl week is full of posh parties, and for a feast fit for celebrities and athletes, Barton G's on the case. The supercharged party planner will be behind the Super Bowl's NFL events, the Sports Illustrated party, as well as CBS Network's Super Bowl bash on the beach.
And everyone knows South Florida is known for its weather and pretty people, right? But there's a lot more to Miami than just glitz and glamour. Coming up later, some local activists are taking us on a tour of the areas the world won't see but should. come Super Bowl Sunday.
And here's a look at the big event happening tomorrow. Heat superstar Shaq is hosting a big Super Bowl party tomorrow night, and My 33 will certainly be on the guest list for you.
Yeah, it's all part of our big coverage as your official Super Bowl station. Our sister station, CBS 4, will bring you specials leading up to the big game. Live from Casa Caso Arena, the former Versace mansion. That's Thursday and Friday nights at 7 and on Saturday at noon. Plus, Sports Zone will be live on location at 7 p.m.
And then Sunday, the game day coverage kicks off at 8 a.m. from Dolphin Stadium. For a complete list of all of the Super Bowl 41 events leading up to the big game, all you have to do is go to 33mytv.com and we'll have it all for you. Well, turning to weather now, after a couple of chilly nights, a super warm-up is underway just in time throughout South Florida.
Yeah, we really want to know the forecast for Sunday. My 33 storm specialist David Bernard joins us live with what we can expect. David.
All right, we're starting with the weather tonight, and it's quite pleasant with clear skies across South Florida. In fact, temperatures have dropped off pretty quickly already. 59 in northwest Fort Lauderdale. West Kendall 62 in Fort Lauderdale. You're at 63 degrees, but they're not going to drop much further. The chill is located over North Florida, but we have warm air that's coming up from the south. In fact, here's the picture tomorrow. Look at this big warm front that'll be across central Florida by the afternoon, and that means more breeze and humidity will be developing here as all of this begins to lift up back to the north. And then as we go into Friday, it looks like it's going to be even warmer than this as a front comes into central Florida. Now, this front on by Friday will stay north of us, but look how warm it's going to get. I'm expecting mid-80s by Friday afternoon, and it looks like there'll be just a few showers around. Now tomorrow, here are the high temperatures I'm calling for. No, it won't be in the 60s. No, it won't be in the 70s. It looks like 80s area-wide. Inland temperatures, lower 80s, near 80 around Fort Lauderdale and coastal Broward. On the beach tomorrow, Miami Beach, about 80 degrees. Again, inland, west and southwest Dade in the lower 80s. Central Miami-Dade, Miami Shores, about 81 degrees. More details on the rest of the weekend. That's coming up a bit later on.
All right, we're following a developing story out of Boston where police have made an arrest after several suspicious devices are found throughout the city. At first, authorities thought it may have been a terror threat, but it turns out it's just a promotional prank gone wrong. My 33's Maggie Rodriguez is live in the newsroom to tell us the details. Maggie.
Jen, a Boston lawmaker said tonight, whoever thought this up needs to find another job. It cost the city a ton of money, led to panic and chaos, and also led to an arrest. We got a look at the suspect a short time ago, 27-year-old Peter Berdvosky. He's an exchange student from Belarus who goes to college in Boston. Police say he was hired to plant these devices all around the city. 9 electronic light boards featuring a character from a late-night adult cable cartoon, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Now, from afar, you don't see anything, but as we start to move in closer here, you can see wires coming out of the bottom. This, as you would imagine, sent police bomb squads scrambling. It closed 2 bridges and a stretch of the Charles River and snarled traffic and mass transit in one of the U.S.'s largest cities.
And I cannot state strongly enough the seriousness of this offense. Commerce was disrupted, transportation routes were paralyzed, residents were stranded, and relatives across the nation were in fear for their loved ones here in the city of Boston.
The chairman and CEO of Turner Broadcasting Company, the parent company of the Cartoon Network, issued this statement tonight. We apologize to the citizens of Boston that part of a marketing campaign was mistaken for a public danger. We appreciate the gravity of the situation and, like any responsible company would, are putting all necessary resources towards understanding the facts surrounding it as quickly as possible. In response to that, Boston's mayor said that he would seek legal action against Turner for all of the expenses incurred in this massive response. And as for the suspect, unfortunately for him, a brand new law in Boston makes it a crime to place hoax devices that cause panic. So he's looking at jail time. Live in the newsroom, Maggie Rodriguez, My 33 News at 10.
All right, thank you, Maggie. Well, Shaq takes down a teen driver, and tonight we're hearing the call his bodyguard made during the chase. The Heat superstar nabbed the hit-and-run driver after the man barreled into his car and tried to take off. The driver obviously didn't realize who he was dealing with at the time. O'Neill was unloading luggage from his car when it all happened. He jumped into his Escalade, chased the man down for about 5 minutes before catching up to them at a gas station.
What is the address where the accident happened? 3150 Matilda Street. And where are you right now? Just tell you, we're north on 16th Avenue. Hello, you need to go back to 3150 Matilda Street. I'm following the car. Stop. I'm not sending the police out behind you to chase a vehicle. You need to go back to 3150 Matilda Street.
Well, the driver of that car, Seabreen, his name is Emael Seabreen, was charged with several violations, including leaving the scene of an incident.
The third suspect in an armed robbery is behind bars tonight. 23-year-old Ricardo Torres surrendered to Hialeah police. He's been on the run since January 20th. Now, Torres and 2 others were caught on surveillance video allegedly robbing a Hialeah store. In the video, a woman appears to be on the phone, but she's actually casing the store. Then Torres enters, pointing a gun at the clerk. He's then seen carrying the safe out on his shoulders.
A 3-year-old girl makes a frightening fall from this Lauderhill apartment. Her babysitter says she wandered onto the 3rd-story balcony, and when she went to grab her, the girl fell more than 20 feet. A nearby worker came over to help and was shocked by what he saw.
I think she was blessed. I ain't gonna say lucky because I don't believe in luck. She was blessed that she landed right. First of all, she landed right. She landed on almost on the side and almost on the stomach. She landed right. God was with her.
Yeah, that little girl is lucky and blessed. She did not appear to be hurt, but was taken to the hospital anyway.
And now to a story you'll see only on My 33. Customers who purchase cars from an upscale South Florida dealership are reacting tonight. This after someone ripped off some sensitive information belonging to the buyers. My 33's Tiffany Hellberg is live in Northwest Miami-Dade with this exclusive. Tiffany.
Apparently, this is part of a larger problem. Other dealerships in this area have been hit here on 441. And just yesterday, police arrested one of 2 women that targeted this Warren Henry dealership. The guys here tell me her rap sheet shows more than 30 prior arrests. Infiniti, part of the luxury class, expensive cars, but not necessarily the most valuable thing here at the Warren Henry dealership. 2 thieves had their eyes set on something else back on New Year's Eve.
When they first come in the front door, they were asked if they needed assistance.
2 women posing as customers told the salesman they were already being helped and made their way around the corner into the employee break room. Again, the salesman approached to help.
At which point she said that she did not. She was waiting on her friend who was using the bathroom.
Somehow the women then walked back here, surpassing the employee's only private entrance.
It's in this location where they jimmied open the files and broke open the cabinet and took the files.
More than 260 files stolen with personal information of customers' credit card numbers, driver's license numbers, even social security numbers.
The next thing you know, she's running out the emergency exit with a box full of files into this getaway car, which is a white BMW with no license plates on it.
The thieves sped off and Warren employees gave chase but lost them. They contacted police and the Secret Service and, of course, the affected customers.
We sent a letter out to those customers right away. We provide them with no charge a credit monitoring service for up to a full year. It's an unfortunate circumstance, but you know, we were a victim.
Now, there is surveillance video of the day of that theft. We took a look at it. Unfortunately, it doesn't show anything helpful to investigators. Live in Northwest Miami-Dade, Tiffany Hellberg, My 33 News at 10.
2 missing children have been found tonight, but get this, the accused kidnapper is part of the Department of Children and Families, an employee there. John Alexander was charged with 2 counts of kidnapping. Police say he used ice cream and candy to lure a brother and sister from their South Miami-Dade front yard. Police say he confessed to that and was even planning to have sexual relations with one of the kids. His lawyer, however, says his client is innocent. Tonight, Alexander remains behind bars.
Well, crews work to clear out all the smoke after a fire breaks out at a trailer park clubhouse. My 33 flew over the sea near Tamiami Trail in southwest 127th Avenue. Officials say it was an electrical fire that spread to the attic. No one was inside, but the building was pretty badly damaged.
Well, full steam ahead, it seems, for the city of Miami's Castro celebration at the Orange Bowl. Today, the organizers named the event A New Era for a New Castro, but they insist that it's not a party at all. Instead, it is a place for people to gather when Fidel dies. The city apologizing for any misunderstanding and will issue more clarifications.
Oh, she is black and blue, but she's alive. All new at 10:30, you'll hear from this South Florida woman after she survived an attack in her own home.
A risky rescue as a driver takes a frightening fall off a cliff.
Then if Miss USA had some skeletons in her closet, well, she is letting them all out. We're going to have the details.
And one fast food chain wants to take the fat out of what you eat. Get the skinny on Burger King's menu changes.
But for Super Bowl week is all about the glitz and glamour, right?
Of course.
Well, coming up next, though, we're going to show you a side of South Florida the world won't see this weekend. My 33 News at 10 is coming right back.
You're watching My 33 News at 10.
This week on Wicked Wicked Games, if you think Tatum O'Neal's gone too far,
Revenge is exhausting.
You're sick.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Of course, revenge is also sweet.
Then on Watch Over Me,
I love you.
I love you too.
this week, her fiance finds out the truth,
I know about you and Jack.
and the consequences could be deadly.
I want that to stop.
On My Network TV.
It all starts tomorrow at 8 on the new My 33. You're watching My 33 News at 10.
Well, the world is familiar with the glitz and glamour of South Beach, but tonight local activists want you and everyone else to see what they call the real Miami. Members of the media were given a tour of some of South Florida's most neglected and impoverished areas, places where the homeless and others struggle to survive.
Yeah, My 33's Natalia Zaya is going to show us what you won't be seeing come Super Bowl Sunday.
This is the Miami the rest of the country and even other parts of the world will see this week. The parties, the glamour, the excess. Bernie Williams has never known that Miami. He's been homeless since the cheap room he rented caught fire.
This is my bed here. It's a couple of pallets and blankets covering it.
Bernie is a reality in Miami local activists want the rest of the world to see.
We could only bus you all around for so long, but truth be told, we could take you for the entire day and show you community after community after community, which are facing the same issues.
Several grassroots groups took some members of the national and international press on a bus tour of what they call the real Miami, exposing poor neighborhoods overshadowed by luxury high-rises and growth.
They're always going to give the illusion that everything is so peaceful, so beautiful and serene here in Miami. It isn't.
Families and activists in Overtown blame the city and the county for a lack of low-income housing. And until they get cheap housing, they're building shacks on this empty lot for the homeless.
We're working people. We believe in having a beautiful, clean, safe environment just as well as the wealthier people do. So that's what we want. We want a clean, safe environment with housing that we can afford.
The city is working on affordable housing projects. They set up this lavish spread to announce the groundbreaking of a new high-rise in Liberty City called Pinnacle Park. Mayor Manny Diaz says the city will spend $1 billion on low-income housing by 2010.
$1 billion in affordable housing projects. I put that record up against any other city in America today.
We need housing! We need housing!
But protesters crashed the news conference, shouting that even the city's affordable housing is still too expensive.
These folks have applied and been denied. Low-income people are being excluded from Pinnacle.
It's a struggle most won't notice next to the glitzy Super Bowl festivities. But that doesn't mean it's not real.
You know, you can't sweep it under the rug because it's there. It's a problem.
Natalia Zaya, My 33 News at 10.
And Natalia tells us one of those shacks you saw being built earlier in the story was actually torn down. A city worker Natalia ran into told her he was ordered to knock them down.
Well, one woman is counting her blessings tonight after surviving a 100-foot fall. The California driver's car plummeted to the ground after slick roads sent her off a cliff. She pulled herself out part of the way, then rescuers brought her to safety. Amazingly, the woman wasn't seriously hurt.
An unexpected visitor this morning left a Minneapolis family with a huge hole in their house. That driver of the van you see there lost control, crashing into the bedroom of this house. Police say the driver hit a parked car first. Luckily, the couple inside the house was not hurt.
And this was quite a shock for people in one Oregon neighborhood today. A pilot made a lucky landing right in their street. He was surprised when the engine began spattering in midair because he had just bought the plane. The pilot took out some power lines on the way down, but he wasn't hurt.
Well, turning to health news now, Burger King says it will be trans fat free by the end of next year. The Miami-based company says it will roll out a new oil by the end of 2008 and is testing already underway, has testing going on at some restaurants. The fast food chain says that it has worked for 2 years to identify an oil without trans fat. There are 7,500 Burger King restaurants in the United States and Canada.
Oh, he held police at bay during a standoff at the Miami Herald building.
Yeah, coming up, why this toy weapon-wielding cartoonist won't be doing any jail time.
I'm Kerry Codd live at Gulfstream Park. Coming up, you'll get a first-hand look at an important part of Super Bowl 41. Here's a hint, this skydiver is carrying it in. That's coming up next.
And then, 2 super stories you just can't miss. First, the big game is just days away, but not everyone is psyched.
We're asking folks who's playing in the Super Bowl.
I don't know. Have no clue.
Plus, the players are ready. So is the stadium. But how about the nation's toilets? Why the rush to flush has sewer departments from coast to coast on the edge of their seats. My 33 News at 10 will be right back. You're watching My 33 News at 10.
Well, you know the old saying, when pigs fly. Well, how about the pig skin? A special delivery is making its way into South Florida. And of course, we're talking about the official Super Bowl 41 ball. But that's not all.
That's right. My 33's Carrie Codd is live at Gulfstream Park in Hollywood tonight at the official Super Bowl media party. Carrie, what else came down from above tonight?
Well, lots of things came down, and this is a story about a football. No, not this football. The actual Super Bowl 41 game ball. It came flying in from 6,000 feet high tonight here at Gulfstream Park. With the spotlights out and all eyes on the sky, several skydivers made a thrilling entrance to Gulfstream Park, and one of them flew in with a prominent piece of pigskin, the Super Bowl 41 game ball.
Oh, it's awesome, man. What's exciting is knowing this is going to be at the kickoff. Very cool stuff.
The divers are from Team Fast Tracks, chosen especially to perform this event. They wowed the crowd and even carried one of the biggest stars and stripes you'll ever see.
To jump the American flag into something like this is really, really thrilling.
But it's the ball everyone wanted to check out, emblazoned with the Super Bowl logo and ready for action. Diver John Hart posed proudly with the ball and doesn't care who wins. He's just grateful to have his hands on a piece of Super Bowl history.
I'm bipartisan, man. I just hope whoever kicks this ball kicks it hard.
And here's kind of a thrill. This is the actual Super Bowl game ball right here. If you want to get a look at it, it'll be on display at the NFL Experience at a Dolphin Stadium over the next couple days. You won't be able to handle it, though, but you can look at it. Guess I'm pretty lucky. Live at Gulfstream Park, Carrie Codd, My 33 News at 10.
I think he'd be a little bit more careful, like do one of those Heisman moves.
He doesn't want to show off. He doesn't want to show off.
All right, well, everyone knows the Super Bowl is right around the corner, right?
Of course.
Think again. Coming up next, Gary Nelson goes in search of those who have no clue who's playing in the big game.
You know who you are out there. A former friend with a new look. We're dishing the dirt on Jennifer Aniston's facial alteration.
And how much would you pay for a 77-square-foot apartment? Find out what some will shell out for this pint-sized home.
Super Bowl? What Super Bowl? All right, that's Super Bowl. Hey, we've got a big warm-up coming just in time for the Super Weekend. Uh-oh, but could it turn super wet on game day? My forecast and a bit later on.
You're watching My 33 News at 10. Now, live, this is My 33 News at 10.
Now, an elderly South Florida woman left battered and bruised in a hospital bed after being attacked in her own home. That woman was returning home from church when she says she came face to face with an intruder inside her house.
Yeah, and he attacked her, then left her for dead. My 33's Jawan Strader is live in Kendall. And Jawan, she looks awful. How's she doing tonight?
Well, she's expected to be okay, Jennifer. But I tell you, when you take a look at this video, the first thing that comes to mind is your grandmother. You can't help but think, what if this was to happen to your grandmother? That's why her family wants this suspect off the streets and behind bars. The video is hard to look at. 80-year-old Virginia Coleman, a mother and grandmother recovering from a terrible attack. Both eyes black and blue, stitches over her left eye swollen shut, and a bandage covers her badly bruised chin.
I have no idea what he did because I think he knocked me out before I ever realized what happened.
Virginia was attacked in her Perrine home Sunday night when she came home from church and walked in on a burglar.
He appeared in my bedroom door.
The 80-year-old had no time to react as the burglar beat her inside the home she's lived in for almost 50 years.
Just all happened so quickly and such a surprise.
She was knocked unconscious, but when she came to, she pulled together enough strength to walk to a neighbor's home for help.
I hate to. I guess maybe I am afraid.
Afraid because her sense of security has been taken away. Her son, who flew in from Tennessee, knows that and can't believe someone could be so cruel as to beat up an elderly woman.
I just feel sorry for the guy, because what kind of life do you have if you can do this to, first off, to another human being, second off, to an 80-year-old woman that's defenseless? Because everybody's got a mom, a grandmother.
Now, folks, help the cops get this guy off the streets. Now, if you have any information on this terrible beating, give Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers a call at 305-471-TIPS. Reporting live here from Kendall, Jawan Strader, My 33 News at 10.
No contact with his ex-employer. That's part of a plea deal that will keep former El Nuevo Herald cartoonist Jose Varela out of jail after he staged a standoff at the newspaper last year. Today, Varela pled no contest to charges stemming from the November 24th incident. In exchange, he'll serve 2 years probation and perform 200 hours of community service. My 33's Ileana Varela was in the courtroom for today's decision.
You know there will be people who will say that you went soft on him.
No, anyone who would say that certainly doesn't understand any of the legal facts involved. You know, this is not, justice is a search for the proper solution, never for a vengeful solution.
Are you ready to start over?
Sure thing. Every time, every day is a new beginning for me, or for my people, or for my family.
What are you going to do now?
Oh, I will live day by day.
Well, Miami Herald management signed off on the plea deal, which also requires Varela to stay away from the Herald building and several former co-workers.
A bank robber in Sunrise wore a mask to hide his face, but a witness there found another way to ID him. Police say the man got the thief's license plate as he left the Wachovia Bank near University Drive in the Sunset Strip this morning. Police traced that car and arrested that man at his house. The suspect is now being questioned. 4 construction workers are recovering tonight after an accident in downtown Miami. The men were working on the Park Suites condos off Biscayne Boulevard when some scaffolding suddenly fell on top of them. Crews used a crane to free the workers trapped underneath. They were taken to the hospital, but no word on their exact condition. Well, by now you would imagine that everyone out there knows the Super Bowl's this weekend. We've told you about it enough times, or that you would at least know what the Super Bowl is.
Yeah, but apparently some of you out there are a bit on the clueless side.
Yeah.
My 33's Gary Nelson went out and tested South Florida's Super Bowl smarts like only Gary can.
No question, the whole world is watching our town this week, the Super Bowl, the only thing anyone's talking about.
Oh, you guys must be pretty excited about that Super Bowl, huh? How about that Peyton Manning? Those Bears are something, aren't they?
Okay, maybe the Super Bowl isn't the only game in town, but everybody knows about it.
What is the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl? Or maybe not.
Where are you from?
We are from Sweden.
And you don't know anything about the Super Bowl?
No, nothing. We are not very interested in sport.
We're asking folks who's playing in the Super Bowl.
I don't know. I have no clue.
The super clueless are, of course, in the minority. The rest of us know about the Super Bowl. The writing is, after all over the wall. We know about the big game and who's playing in it.
The Bears and the... Oh, God. Who's playing in the Super Bowl? The Colts?
You had help.
My husband.
Down at the salon, though, folks have the Super Bowl pairing down pat. Just ask this lady.
Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears.
Well, you're well informed, although camera shy. Of course, your hair is wet.
The things we do for the big game. But while most know who the teams are, do we know the quarterbacks?
Manning and Brady. Manning and Brady.
Tom Brady. No, Tom Brady didn't quite make the Super Bowl cut. Let's try again.
Peyton Manning and I don't know the other one.
Peyton Manning? And I have no idea.
I don't remember, honestly. No, one is Manning.
Peyton Manning. Yes, we all remember Peyton Manning. He's famous, has a famous daddy. Largely lost in the crowd noise, though, is Chicago quarterback Rex Grossman, way not famous. And even those who know of the former Gator don't give him much respect.
The quarterbacks are Rex Grossman, which I'm not particularly a fan of because I'm a UM fan and I was not a big Gator fan.
Well, we won't think about that right now. We'll just focus on the big game. Maybe not the only game in town, but definitely the biggest.
Okay, I gotta confess, the only reason I know who the quarterbacks are in the Super Bowl is because Peyton Manning played for the University of Tennessee Volunteers and Rex Grossman is a Florida Gator. And I can tell you, Peyton Manning never beat the Gators. At the Super Bowl, Gary Nelson, My 33 News.
Yeah, we know where his allegiance
You get the
is.
feeling he's a little bit of a Gator fan, huh?
So who's going to win?
I don't know.
No?
Colts?
I have to say the Colts, otherwise I won't be invited.
She's
into
been
my
saying
Super
it
Bowl
all
party.
week, so Colts.
Okay, yes, Colts. Well, would you walk away from $25 million?
Never.
I know, but looks like Kate that is why Britney's ex said no to this latest divorce settlement offer.
He wants more money. Also ahead, think property is pricey here. Straight ahead, you're going to find out why people are lining up to buy this frightening fixer-upper worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And the rush to flush during the Super Bowl to put a super strain on sewer systems. Music to our ears. What's being done next?
Makes me want to go.
And the only reason I know who Peyton Manning is because my friend used to hike him the football back in high school. That's it. Okay, and I know something about the weather sometimes. Big warm-ups on the way. I'll have that in the game day forecast next.
I'm George Estevez. Tomorrow, pass, run, play just like the pros. We're live at the NFL Experience.
Craig Setzer in weather control. The warmth knocking at the door. Will we let it in? We'll let you know.
All right, Craig, plus live traffic. It's all tomorrow. My 33 News on the Move.
A racist mother.
Your real beef is that he's black.
Now, a face-to-face confrontation.
You damn sure can't tell me how to feel.
To hear these things actually hurts people.
All new Dr. Keith Abloh.
Tomorrow at 1 on My 33.
You read the headlines.
The headlines claimed I weigh almost 200 pounds. Tyra pork chops.
That's what they said.
Now, hear what I have to say.
Tomorrow at 3 on My 33.
Well, if you don't know this from personal experience, you've heard about it. Buying a home in South Florida is not cheap.
It's downright expensive, but we have found a place that makes prices here look like a bargain. My 33's Joy Purdy is going to show us where houses are tiny in size, but quite big in price. Take a look.
Posh, privileged, and pricey. In this London neighborhood, 3 words that apply to people, cars, and apartments. This is Knightsbridge, home to billionaires and ambassadors, and now London's smallest, most expensive dwelling.
You're going to need one of these torches. It gets a bit dark when we get downstairs.
Flashlight in hand, in the company of veteran real estate broker Andrew Scott, we descend to take a look.
Let me just tell you what you've got.
That won't take long.
No, it won't take long. I have to work hard for my commission here.
Think tiny, very tiny. A space so small, prison cells are bigger. 77 square feet, requiring a very good imagination.
This is your, 32-inch plasma telly on this wall.
In this former broom closet, there's no electricity, no heat, and you had better be under 6 feet tall if you want to sleep on that bunk bed.
There's more space under there. Look at that.
But I think that's where you put your skis or your storage. I wasn't going to say a house guest.
So let's do the math. $340,000 at least to buy this place, another $60,000 to fix it up, and boy, does it ever need fixing up. That's $400,000, or about $3,000 a square foot, and in this neighborhood, that's a steal. Beginner 1-bedrooms here go for $1 million, and this place?
Probably $500,000.
After you've done it up, you think $500,000?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
In a neighborhood of silly prices, argues Scott, this is an opportunity.
If you hold this for 10 years, it's probably going to go up by 5-7% every year. So every night you sleep in this bunk, you're probably making money.
This may prove the old real estate saying about location, location, location. And the last laugh is probably on the sellers. They've already had 4 offers at the asking price. Joy Purdy, My 33 News at 10.
Now, time for My 33 weather.
Well, the temperatures that you see here, these are likely going to be the low temperatures for the night, because I think once we get past midnight, especially after 3 a.m., temperatures are going to start rising as a warm front moves across South Florida. Notice 59 already in northwest Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach. You're 60 degrees. Miami is 64. Homestead has a current reading of 61. And all that chill that was kind of around the last couple of mornings, that's pushed back up into the Panhandle. Still 51 at Tampa, but it's not coming south. It's going north, and that means a big warm-up's on the way. How warm tomorrow? Into the lower 80s, right at 80 degrees, closer to the coast. Inland areas will be right around 82 degrees. This is in Broward, and so for Miami-Dade, again on the beach, expecting 80, 81 Aventura, North Miami, El Portal and Miami Shores, 81. Miami Lakes and Hialeah, 81. Southwest Metro-Dade, Kendall, about 82 degrees, and the same for around Florida City. And Homestead can expect, well, high temperatures around 82. Here's the picture tonight. It is nice. What a beautiful night across South Florida. But there is the warm air coming down to our south and southwest, and that warm front is going to move north overnight and across our area during the morning hours. And so when we look at the true view for tomorrow, that warm front will be past us up into central Florida, where it could get stormy late tomorrow. Notice that there's a lightning and rain on the true view, but it's well north of South Florida. We'll see a building breeze and much warmer conditions on the southeasterly winds. Then as we go into Friday, the winds pick up even more, a very warm breeze, maybe a a few spotty showers around. Stormy potentially along this front, but again, it'll be well north of South Florida. Now into Saturday, the front may even back up a little bit further to the north, so it stays warm around here. Could be a couple of muggy showers around, but unfortunately, as we go into Super Bowl Sunday, that could be the big transition day as a stronger front comes in from the north and west. Will it be super rainy? Well, too early to tell. It looks like, though, it's going to turn cooler late in the day. I do think there will be some rain around. I'm just not sure how wide and spread and heavy it's going to be at this point in time. But, of course, we'll continue to update you on My 33 and our sister station, the Super Bowl station, CBS 4. Okay, here's the forecast for tonight. 60 inland, 70 at the coast. Otherwise, it's going to be very nice. And for tomorrow, much warmer, very breezy, up to 82 degrees. Winds picking up on the water, 15 to 20 knots out of the southeast. Seas 3 to 5 feet, and the bays will see a moderate chop. Here we are breaking it down day by day. 82 tomorrow, truly tropical. The humidity is really going to go up Friday and Saturday. 86 for a high temperature. Wow, we're going to be baking. And on Saturday, a high temperature of 85 degrees. And on Sunday, well, could it be super rainy? Again, not for sure, but a high of 78. Then cooler, it looks like, later on in the day.
All right, thank you, David. Fingers crossed, no rain Sunday.
I know, I don't want rain.
Well, besides the show, Super Bowl halftime is known for one other thing, bathroom break.
Yeah, the second quarter, we all hold it in until the liquid wells up in our eyes, and everyone runs to the Super Bowl, the toilet, at the same time. But could that lead to problems? We sent My 33's Ted Scouten to find out.
Super Bowl,
all right, you know I hate to be a potty mouth, but could we be heading for trouble at the toilet? Think about it. 90 million Americans during halftime of Super Bowl, all coming right over here to the most popular seat in the house. Now, with everyone flushing all at the same time, could we be heading for chaos at the commode?
With all the parties and drinking during the Super Bowl, it's inevitable. You'll need to take a little break and head to the little boys or little girls' room. But can you really peel yourself away during the game?
You wait. You don't go to the bathroom while the game going on.
For William, his friends, and most fans, the cardinal rule is you don't take a bathroom break until the game takes a break.
I will wait the whole game, really. There's no point in going to the bathroom even during halftime. Watch the halftime show. I just wait till the game is over with, really.
Most people aren't that radical. They go during halftime. In fact, so many people go and flush, and flush, and flush some more, that 350 million gallons of water are used during halftime. That's enough water to fall over Niagara Falls for 39 minutes. For years, we've all heard the flushing will cause water pressure to drop. Some even said it would make Florida sink because we drain the aquifer.
It's a true urban legend.
The truth exposed by Fort Lauderdale Public Works Director Albert Carbon.
For South Florida municipalities, Super Bowl being down here in Miami, it's not going to affect us at all.
Carbon tells us, barring any specific toilet issues in your own home, the waste will end up here, right where it belongs. Now that brings smiles to people's faces. The two most important bowls, both in good shape. The big question, which is a more important bowl, the Super Bowl or the toilet bowl?
I'll say a Super Bowl, because it's a once in a lifetime. You can use the toilet anytime you want to, every other day.
Except during the game.
Yeah.
All right, South Florida, flush with confidence. We're told everything expected to be A-OK. Take a look at that. Works like a charm. In the bathroom, I'm Ted Scouten. My 33 News at 10.
Oh, thank you for that demonstration, Ted.
Oh, I feel much better now knowing I can get up and go during the
Whenever
Super
you
Bowl.
want, right. Well, she got a break from the Donald. Now Miss USA is coming clean about her past indiscretions. There are more. We're ditching the dirt coming up next.
And later in sports, which Rex Grossman will we see on Super Bowl Sunday? Jim Barry's got the details when we come back.
Wanda's parents come to town.
You mind helping me with this luggage? No. That is, unless you think you're going to scuff up your nails.
Next, Bernie Mac.
Tonight at 11 on My 33.
I'm George Estevez. Tomorrow, pass, run, play just like the pros. We're live at the NFL Experience.
Craig Setzer in weather control. The warmth knocking at the door. Will we let it in? We'll let you know.
All right, Craig, plus live traffic. It's all tomorrow on My 33 News on the Move.
Welcome back. In tonight's Dish in the Dirt, a former friend has had some work done on her face.
She's still no Angelina. Plus, Kay Fed reportedly says no to Britney's divorce offer. My 33's Jade Alexander joins us now with that and more. Hey, Jade.
Well, 2.5 years ago, they couldn't wait to be married. Today, Britney Spears and Kevin Federline can't wait to get away from each other. But you know what? This is not going to be an easy exit. According to Star Magazine, Federline has reportedly turned down a $25 million settlement from Brittany.
Oh, I wish I married her.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Star says it's Brittany's final offer, and there's one catch. Kevin has to walk away from her and the kids entirely. I think it's a bit rough.
Yeah.
Miss USA Tara Conner is coming clean about her past. The 21-year-old tells People magazine that she has used cocaine in the past. Conner says that she was always an equal opportunity user and that she would try anything once. Conner recently spent a month at a rehab center as part of that second chance deal that Donald Trump publicly offered her after reports surfaced that she was engaging in underage drinking, drug use, and that she was a promiscuous girl. Moving on, despite recent pictures showing Diddy and actress Sienna Miller getting cozy, both parties are denying reports that they are anything more than friends. That's kind of like an unlikely couple there. Sources telling TMZ.com there is nothing sexual between Sienna and Diddy, and that the actress has never actually even been out alone with the rappers. Now, those denials come days after the two were seen hugging at Sundance and partying together last Saturday night at a trendy New York City bar. Didn't this man just have 2 babies like a month ago?
They're just friends, Jade.
Yeah. All right. It's a new look for a former friend, and she says it is the best thing that she's ever done. Jennifer Aniston confirming to People magazine that she did indeed have a nose job, but for medical reasons,
of course,
i.e. deviated septum. Meantime, she's also squashed those rumors that she's had any breast enhancement surgery, saying, quote, "I really am happy with what God gave me." That's the dirt. Jade Alexander, My 33 News at 10.
Now, time for My 33 Sports.
I'm Jim Barry. Well, the Chicago Bears say they trust Risky Rex. The quarterback who got them to Super Bowl 41 might have to cool his heels, though, against Indy. Rex Grossman gets reacquainted with the Florida Sunshine. The former Gator had the best and worst of times this year. Against the Dolphins, for example, he bombs. Other times, though, Rex has been the bomb this year, making clutch throws, especially in the playoffs. Even teammates say it's an adventure.
I think it's exciting. I enjoy seeing them throw it up and watching them go and try to make plays, you know. But, you know, there's also a point where you got to be smart and play the game concepts.
Meanwhile, one of Indy's go-to guys is ex-Cane Reggie Wayne. The lanky receiver has blossomed into a bona fide star. And now all of Wayne's buddies from the U are letting him know that they are in his corner.
You know, a lot of them call, you know, Miami their homes, you know, including me, you know, so, you know, everybody pretty much, you know, thanked me and told me, man, you got to win, you know, because a lot of them is living their Super Bowl through me.
Well, as the big game draws near, nobody has it covered like your Super Bowl station. Saturday, tune in for a Super Bowl edition of Sports Zone. Jacksonville running back Maurice Jones-Drew and Seattle receiver Darrell Jackson join us. Catch the Zone Saturday at 7 on sister station CBS 4. Then we're back on the air Sunday morning, bright and early. Our game day coverage launches at 8 a.m., included a 1-hour version of Crunch Time. Catch it all on CBS 4, your official Super Bowl station. Well, in college hoops, the Canes are short and short-handed. No wonder they head to North Carolina and leave feeling rather blue. In Chapel Hill, it was a long and loud night. The Canes outnumbered and outrun. Heels on the run, Marcus Ginyard throws it down. This could get ugly. Canes try punching it inside. Brian Ansbury rejected by Tyler Hansbrough. Frank Hayes says, "Where's the foul?" None called, so the coach gripes and he gets tossed. Well, at least he misses the misery, because then Hansbrough goes to work down low. UM simply not big enough to stop him. He scores 22 as the Canes get throttled 105-64. But the football Canes land a prize recruit. Tampa quarterback Robert Marve commits to the U. He's got an arm. Marve led his team to the 4A title. He was bound for Bama and Nick Saban, but changed his mind. All right, one of the Super Bowl coaches says it's time to have a little fun. Tony Dungy gets a hero's welcome as he arrives at the Dade County Auditorium tonight. The coach brings his family to a Black History Month celebration. Dungy himself, of course, is making history as one of the Super Bowl's first African-American coaches. And finally, Bears running back Thomas Jones had incentive for reaching the big game because he's tooling around in his new Ferrari. Jones bought it here a while back, but only now is getting the chance to drive it. And his hot ride leaves some teammates feeling kind of ordinary.
We don't have the Ferrari 360, but we do have
The Hyundai sports car.
That's okay, as long as it gets you from point A to point B. That's sports. More news right after this.
Hello, I'm George Estevez. Today's web poll is about paying more. Does a higher price always equal a better product? Click on to 33mytv.com to vote. Tell us what you think. We'll have the results tomorrow morning, along with another web poll and so much more. It's all on My 33 News on the Move. We start at 7 o'clock, go all the way to 9 a.m. See you then.
If you see news in the making, dial star My 33 on your Metro PCS cellular phone.
We have given all we've got to give at 10 o'clock tonight on My 33. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us.
But they have more to give on CBS 4
Yeah.
News, our sister station. So if you'd like to watch more news, take a look at them, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.
Right? Recharge.
Super Bowl. Oh, got to get going.
Oh, yeah.
You're watching the new My 33, South Florida's TV.
The new My 33 is finally here. The place for all your favorite shows.
Y'all better recognize.
The new My 33, South Florida's TV.